Okay, next question. What weird things Polish people do? This is a good question, and the person who asked this is someone from Poland, guys. So, hey, what weird things do Polish people do? This is a great question. Oh my goodness, sun is out here in Warsaw. Hold on, guys. I'm not here in Warsaw right now. Well, I mean, I'm here in Warsaw. I'm here like right now, but filming this video. But now I'm back in my city probably. But I want to do questions. And answers of here in Poland, and this looks like a good place if I can find a place to put my camera. Okay, so these questions are from Instagram that I asked this question. So I asked you guys to ask me any questions about Poland, and I'd answer it from my perspective and the things that I have seen and experienced. So here we go. First one, of course, what is the capital of Poland? It's Warsaw. Do you like the Polish language? The Polish language is... I mean, even the Polish people, they know their language is hard. And I always tell people, like, if you can speak Polish, you can speak anything. You can do anything. Like, this language, it's not that it's hard. It's just they have words and letters that, like, us in English, we don't put those letters together. Like, how do you say S-Z-C-Y? Like, they have things, and you're just like, what does that mean? The W is pronounced with a V. So from an English perspective, from someone who speaks English, it's a pretty difficult language, and I speak 3 languages, and this one is the top of trying to learn anything. This is like top. Okay, next question was, how is it for a vegan person in Warsaw? Am I going to starve? It is crazy because it's not only in Warsaw, but in Poland in general. Poland is amazing when it comes to like vegan, vegetarian. There are so many places, There are so many places, and in the last 4 years that I've been coming here, every time I've come, they've been adding more, and they're in the center of the city. Very easy to find. As far as healthy food and eating food, like Poland is amazing for that. You guys see all the smoothies that I have. All the smoothies that I have, they're easy to find. You can find a smoothie place every so often. But then the kind of dangerous part is you also can find ice cream everywhere. So you kind of have to like cancel it out. But seriously, like yeah, you're not gonna have any problems at all. I don't think in any city. Even the pierogies, you can get them without meat inside. You can get it with spinach and like mushrooms. Next question, why do you love Poland so much? I think I've made plenty of videos like that, but Poland's a place that makes my heart sing, and the people, the places I've seen, of course there's been crazy experiences, but for the most part, the people here have been super nice. The people here are super open. I think I've made a video about it before, but like, don't believe all the bad stuff you read in the comments. There's always crazy people out there, but when you come here and how the people are to me, even if they're faking it, they fake it amazing, the people who are faking it, but for the most part, the people are genuine, the people are nice. Like, I wouldn't come back here, I wouldn't tell you guys to come here if I didn't feel that way. Like, I honestly feel like I love it here. I come here every summer. It's the place I spend the most time at when I have free time. You know, I spend almost more time in Poland each year than I do in America. So if that says anything about how much I love Poland and respect it, and my whole YouTube kind of career was really kind of got started because of Poland. So I wouldn't tell you guys to come here if I really didn't believe it myself. The next question was, do I ever get stopped when walking around Poland? Yes, I do, and I actually really like it. The people who stop me, it's weird because like being stopped, being a YouTuber, like my whole life, I've been a basketball player. So the last 11 years I've been pro, and before that 5 years I was in college where everyone knows who you are, everyone knows what you do. But since I became a pro and you get stopped, it's like people were just stopping me because of like what I did. It wasn't because of who I was. It wasn't because you're like, oh, this is Luke, he's a good guy, he's a funny guy, he's a nice guy. No, it's like, Luke, he's a basketball player. He plays for this team, and that's why they like me. So I get stopped every time for that, and that's an okay thing, but it's cool to have people like you and come around when they want to because of who you are, not what you do. And I think that YouTube has been the one thing that has taught me the most when it comes to just being myself and being who you are, and you'll attract that. You know, when you try to fake it, you try to be someone else, you end up attracting those things that are not the true you. And being on YouTube, it's me, and every day I wake up and every day I push record, I'm reminded to just be myself. And you know, and having people stop me here and say I've helped them, or the kid person who I actually met today caught a train for 2 hours to come here and meet me for just a little bit of time. And it's things like that that make it, I just love it so much. And I think that it's an amazing thing. It's one of the best things. I love being stopped because of being who I am, not because I'm a tall guy or I'm a basketball player. I love it. The people here stop me because of who I am. And next question, what do you think about a Polish girlfriend? I mean, good question. Okay, next question. What weird things Polish people do? This is a good question, and the person who asked this is someone from Poland, guys. So, hey, what weird things do Polish people do? This is a great question. What weird things do they do? Weird is just something that you don't do. One thing that I find weird here in Poland is that every time I go to pay for something, when I go to the restaurant or I want to buy a water or something, and I go to pay and I give them a 20 zloty, I give them a bill, like, here you go. They always ask me if I have coins, and I say no, and then they just put their head down like, oh, and I'm just like, they do it every time, like almost every single time, 8 out of every 10 times, and I just kind of don't understand it. Maybe it's, I don't know, I've never seen that anywhere else. If I have to think of another thing they do, I'll give you 3 that are different from what I'm used to. Is, you know, they come across like you think that maybe they're sad, or you see someone who they are not like, hey, what's going on? And, you know, they'll be working behind a register, or they'll be working at a restaurant or something, and I'll just be like, I'll be looking at them, they look sad, I'm like, are you okay? I'm like, oh yeah, I'm fine. And then they just open up, and it's just like, what? And then I realized with people here, I had to you just say something, and then you'll see that they want to talk, and so many people they just kind of need someone to be like, hey, what's going on? And of course, I'm not generalizing on anyone, but in my experience, that's how I find it here, is that they're really friendly and open. You just kind of got to say something first, and then they just are like, oh my gosh, and they're amazing. They're amazing. I love it. I love it. And third thing that Polish people do weird, I can't even think of a third thing. I don't know. I love it here, so I have nothing bad to say about it. And then another question was, do I ever think that I could live in Poland? Coming from an American, do I think I could live in Poland? Is a 100% yes. 100% yes. Without any doubt at all. And here's another question is, have I been to Auschwitz? What do I think about Auschwitz? Yes, I've been there. I've been to Auschwitz a couple times, and I think it's something that everyone needs to see. Go at your own discretion, though. I know a lot of my Polish friends have never been, but yeah, I think it's something definitely you should see, and see what was real, and it really hits close to home and lets you realize that something like this actually really did happen. And yeah, I recommend people go there to definitely see for yourself that, yeah, it's just one of those things that you can never forget it. You can never unsee it. So I definitely think yes. This next question, or I'll do these 2 questions. Have you noticed changes to Warsaw over the years? If you have, what are they? Well, the time of this video is 2019, and I've been coming here the last 6 years, I think. I've been coming here the last 6 years, and what I've noticed about Warsaw has just developed. They've making new buildings. Every time I come here, there's like a new building, or they're building a new building. There's a lot more healthier options opening. There's a lot more smoothie shops. There's a lot more vegan, veggie, healthy restaurants. That's another thing. And another thing, I've noticed a lot more tourists. Like 5 years when I used to come here, I was like the only tourist. I never saw any tourist ever. And it was like I was the only one. And yeah, the last 5 years it's just increased incredibly. Like, I'm here in March, and there's as many tourists here as I've never even, and there's more tourists here in March right now than there was when I used to come here in the summers 6 years ago. So that's one thing that's pretty huge. And I'll do a couple more questions. Would you ever write a book about Poland? I would love to write a book about Poland, and I will write a book about Poland. Do you guys have any suggestions for a book, what I could write about Poland, or what should be the title, and then I can kind of think of what it is. If you have a good suggestion, you leave it in the comments, and I use it, I'll send you a postcard. Let's do that. I'll send you 2 postcards if you can think of a good title of a book that I can write about Poland. Then this next question, maybe I'll make this one the last one. I know it keeps going long. I didn't want to make a really long first video, but do you have any advice for people coming to Poland for the first time? If you come to Poland for the first time, I say prepare to be shocked. Like if you were like me and didn't know anything about Poland, then you're gonna get there and you're gonna be like it's so new, it looks so nice, people were friendly, and you gotta go in there with an open mind. People go into a lot of situations like, oh, it's not gonna be good, or I don't speak the language, and when you go into a place with that negative kind of energy, it's kind of like a mirror, it reflects kind of like, well, what the sun was doing over there. So I think that when you come here, just enjoy yourself. Like, be cool. Like, maybe you meet someone who's rude to you, but for the most part, the people here are amazing. I love it. I wouldn't recommend it to you guys, and I wouldn't come here all the time. The day I came here, I literally was here for like 30 hours, and like there's 1,000 other places I could have went, and it would have been a lot cheaper and a lot easier, but I went through all that to come here because of the people and how I feel when I'm here. Okay, and this is the last question. The last question, do I feel safe here in Poland? Absolutely, I feel safe. I tell people all the time, I usually don't say this in public in the thing, but I'll say it, you can quote me on it. I feel safer here than I do in my own home country, where I'm from in America, if that makes any kind of sense to you. I feel super safe here. I feel safe. That's the easiest way to say. I feel safe. I don't ever have any worries. Of course, in certain situations, maybe it's 5 o'clock in the morning and I'm lost on the side street. Okay, I'm maybe a little bit more protective of myself and the people around me. But for the most part, like, I feel perfectly safe. I wouldn't come here if I felt like not safe. So yeah, the fact that I come here all the time says a lot. But yeah, I feel like that's good for questions and answers. This part 1. I actually just uploaded the question video on YouTube, which you probably saw a couple days ago. I'm gonna let a couple more people respond to it, and maybe I'll just film the rest of it when I get back to when I'm back in my home in France. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Overall, Poland's amazing. I love it. I will always say that. And if people tell you that they had bad experiences and everything, that's just them. That's their experience. So don't let what someone else says, oh, I had a bad experience there. That doesn't mean that you will too. So I think that when you're going to any place, not just Poland, you're traveling anywhere, that people always tell you how it is there from their experience. And your experience can be different, and it will be different. And just make a great experience. And if you've had a bad experience in a place, give it another chance. You know, if it's not a life or death situation, give it another chance. And yeah, I love it here. I think I always will. It's like, it's kind of like home a little bit. Like my heart feels at home here. That's the easiest way to say it. But yes, here in Warsaw, hope this video helped you guys out. Definitely come to Poland. Feel free to leave any questions here. Maybe I'll make some Polish videos when I'm back at home talking about it, if people are so interested in it. I had no idea people would be so interested in it. But yeah, anything I can do, leave questions below. Any other videos you want to see, leave questions below. I'll get back to it. Thank you guys for watching. It's starting to get cold out here, so I will talk to all of you guys later. Thank you guys for your questions, your support. My Polish people, dziękuję. I'm actually leaving here right now to the airport, but want to thank you guys so much for everything. Dziękuję, 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 do widzenia, and everyone else, and everybody actually. Always remember to work hard, be brave, and don't forget to smile. Ciao.